Merle D. Music,
Here.
Mr. Merle L. Music,
Here.
Mr. Repko,
Here.
Dr. George,
Here.
and Mr. Howard.
Here. At this time, I'd like to turn the meeting over to our solicitor, Mr. Nichols.
Yeah, I would like to announce that prior to tonight's meeting, we had an executive session. Under legal, we discussed a recent Supreme Court case, Perez versus Sturgis Public Schools. We also discussed an agreement with CCBC, which is on the agenda to vote on next week. Under personnel, we discussed 2 additional retirements that will be voted on next week. And that's it. And I have no report tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Nichols. Education and Planning, Mrs. Mays.
Yes, thank you. We'll begin with the enrollment report, Mr. Mays.
All right, thank you. The enrollment report's attached. If you have any questions, let me know. Just a quick update on kindergarten numbers. Right now, we're sitting at 174 total kids registered compared to last year. Last year, this time, we were at 194, so we're 20 off. Thanks. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. There's quite a few agreements that we will be approving next week. They all have attachments, and they will all be agenda items. First one is to approve college and high school dual credit cooperative agreement between Mount Elevation College and Raymond Travis Senior High School for the 2023 school year. The next is to approve college and high school dual credit agreement between Seton Hill University and the Raymond Travis School District again for the 23-24 school year. Next, to approve college and high school dual enrollment between CCBC, that's Community College of Beaver County, High School Academy, and Greater Latrobe School District for the 23-24 school year. Next, to approve the St. Vincent College agreement for graduate fellows. Next is to approve an affiliation agreement between Penn State University and Greater Latrobe School District for practicum and student teaching. To approve a Cameo Physical and Occupational Therapy LLC agreement for the 23-24 school year. And approve the West Long County Student Assistance Program agreement for the 23-24 school year. And to approve Intersite Professional Service agreement for the 23-24 school year. Approve the Boy Scouts of America Learning to Library Memorandum of Understanding for the 23-24 school year. Approve a memorandum of understanding between Greater Latrobe School District and the Private Industry Council of West Warren Fayette Incorporated, operating the pre-K counts program at Latrobe Elementary School to commence on August 1st, 2023 and end 30/20. Approval to post Greater Latrobe Special Education Plan from July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2026. And to approve a tuition student for the 23-24 school year as listed. All those are agenda items we will be voting on this week.
Could I just add one note?
Oh,
For your information, Mrs. Maines talked about the memorandum of understanding between GLSD and the Private Industry Council. As you're aware, we run 2 pre-K programs right now, one through the IU and one through PIC. Those are both at Latrobe Elementary School. Mrs. Pellis has been talking with the... Is that you, Vinny?
Yep. How'd you know?
I'll see you tomorrow in the office. Mrs. Pellis has been working with the Ligonier Valley Learning Center about the possibility of opening up another pre-K counts program. This one would be at Bagley Elementary School. It would begin next year. Talking about 19 students who would have access to those services. It would be free for the parents. No cost to the district. It's space that we already have, that we've already maintained. It would not be additional staffing either, but it would just be another opportunity for pre-K programming for kids in our area. So I didn't want to make you aware.
Thank you, Mr. Bremko. Thank you, Mrs. Mays. Finance, treasurer, on your agenda for your approval will be the treasurer's report, payment of bills. Also, there will be an approved tax assessment appeal settlement for parcel number 61-18-00-0283. recommended by Anderson Price. Also, there will be on the agenda for your approval, authorized municipal records retention and disposition. Finance Committee meeting minutes are attached. Next Finance Committee meeting will be April 18th at 5:30 at the Senior High School Library. Facilities Operation and Planning. The Facilities Operation and Planning Committee meeting minutes from March 9th are attached. Our next meeting will be May 4th at the admin building at 3 p.m. Student Activities and Recreation, Mr. Merle Music.
Thank you. First thing we'd like to do is recognize some winter sports athletes, and for that, I'm going to turn back to Mr. Hauser.
Thank you, Mr. Music. We have Hannah Pulaski.
Yeah, put them on. Put them on. Absolutely.
You are it, right? Yeah. It's our pleasure to announce and give you a certificate of recognition. And congratulations. Job well done. Thank you very much.
Gray, do you have anything that you want to say about Hannah, second place in the state in diving?
Sure, yeah. She, I mean, for someone who started diving 3 years ago, I mean, go from moving here, diving, I mean, I give all the credit to our diving coach, Trish. I'm just a head swimming diving coach. But Trish is the master behind it with diving. And I mean, everything that Hannah accomplished is unbelievable in 3 years.
Don't sit up. You're not done yet. Hannah, what are your future plans so that the Board of Education knows what you're about to do?
I'm attending the University of Pittsburgh to dive, so being able to go D1 for only diving for years is like kind of unreal for me, so I'm really excited.
Very good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Also, we have 3 wrestlers.
We only have 2 tonight, but we do have 3
We
today.
do have 3, yeah. Benny Kilcare.
That noise that you heard hitting the floor back there was the 15 medals that Benny brought with him.
They do make a lot of noise. Wow.
Vinny placed first in the state this year, placed first in the state last year, placed first in the state as a freshman. He's our second 3-time state place winner here at Greater Latrobe. Mr. Mears, anything you would like to say about Vinny?
Yep. Vinny joins Luke Pletcher as the only 4-time state place winner in the history of Latrobe School District and 3-time state champion in the history of the Latrobe School District. So we're very proud of him. He also won his match for Pennsylvania versus the United States in a classic 2 weeks ago. One of what, maybe 2 wins, 2 or 3 wins by the whole team. So he's well on his way to some exciting collegiate things, but I'll let him talk about that. I don't want to steal his thunder, as I know that you're going to ask him what he's planning on doing.
Would you like to tell the Board of Education about your future plans?
Yeah, I'll be attending the Ohio State University to continue my academic and wrestling career.
You just made Mr. Thomas really, really happy over there as the lone fan of the Ohio State University, except for when I wear my sweatshirt.
That's it. That's it.
Very good. Thank you. Come on up, Nate.
Nate Roth.
Nate finished 7th in the state at the PIAA in wrestling, and you know, I said something to Nate before he started. Nate's career has had some injuries, And I think it would have been really easy for him to pack it in at any point and just say, you know what, I think I'm done. I'm proud of all of our athletes here. I told Nate, though, I was proud of him for persevering and sticking through it through his senior year and earning one of the 4 medals that he probably deserved to earn throughout his career. So, Mark, do you have anything that you want to say about Nate?
Yeah, I mean, I just echo Mr. Premka. I've coached probably 600 wrestlers, but never had a situation where a young man had to go through 4 years of adversity just to get to a state tournament. I didn't coach Nate as a freshman, but he was, to let you know, he was about 40 seconds away from being in the WPIL finals and going to Hershey and tore his labrum. So he recovered from that, came back as a sophomore, and didn't go to states on a really questionable slam call with about, again, 40 seconds to go. Then last year, he came back again and was doing great. Off to a 21-1 start, and we went to the team championships at the Giants Center, just popped his shoulder again. So it stopped him again from going to Hershey. So coming back his senior year, I don't think there was anyone in the state not rooting for Nate to get one state medal. And the family went through a lot, you know, and I left it up to them and Nate, and I was glad to see him come back his senior year. Held him out as long as we could to get into the individual stuff, and luckily it all worked out, and he held together and got his state medal that he had been working for 4 years. So those are memories you have as a coach, just watching a kid continue to come back. And so I just wanted to congratulate Nate on that.
Nate, what are your future plans?
I'm attending Kent State University, and I don't know about wrestling yet, so I'm so indecisive. So we'll see.
Very good. Thank you. Hannah, what did you do before diving?
I was a gymnast.
And I wanted to ask you that question because I knew the answer, right? But we have talked about how sometimes the things that you do when you're younger don't necessarily lead you where you might think they're going to. So she takes her skills as a gymnast, and here she is a Division I scholarship earner, place winner in the state. It should have been first. You're not reporting this, are you? Are you? Okay. You got posed in states, okay? But, you know, here you are going to Pitt, and you're diving. And I just think that these three, I say this a lot, they're the best that we have to offer. I know Luke couldn't be here tonight. I would say the same thing about Luke as well, but I'm just so proud of you three. Each of your journeys has been different, but each of your journeys has been successful. And I'm proud of you and glad that we could recognize you here tonight.
Mike, can we have all 3 of them come up for one picture?
I'm not going to tell the press no.
Just up against the wall. The windows are playing havoc.
Congratulations.
Why don't you guys give it too?
Congratulations. Because you could have Mr. Concert and it's on.
No, you're good.
Go ahead,
Take this. It's about these guys aren't.
And they're the winners.
Like a brother irritating you in the middle of a picture, right? Congratulations, guys.
Benny, that's 8:30 in the office tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
All right.
You take
If I get here by then.
Congratulations again.
You can tell them we are champions, but that's the rest of the
Oh, yeah, that's right. State place winners do not have to stay for the rest of the meeting. Only their families do. Don't leave Mr. Cook here. No, seriously, nobody's going to be offended if you go have fun.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Music?
Thank you all.
That's the board agenda is not approved. The board is approved one dog as the and I'd like to announce several senior nights. Track will be on April 25th, and that'll be at 5:15 at the Memorial Stadium. Boys lacrosse will be on April 14th 15 at the Rossi Field at Senior High. Girls lacrosse will be on May 5th, and that'll be at 6:30, again at Rossi Field. Softball will be on May 3rd at 6:30, and that is at Gramsci Field at high school. Baseball will be on May 5th at 4:45, and again, that's going to be at Gramsci Field. Boys tennis is April 14th at 3 o'clock at the Senior High tennis courts. And last but not least, boys volleyball is to be determined, and that will be at the Senior High. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Music. Community Relations, Mrs. Mays.
Regular Latrobe Parks and Recreation Commission meeting minutes for meeting October 16th, 2023 are attached. The next regular Latrobe Parks and Recreation Commission meeting will be Thursday, April 20th at 4:30 p.m. in the Latrobe County Preserve. Tonight, on your agenda next week will be a resolution to approve the Westmoreland Intermediate Unit General Operating Budget for July 1st, 2023 to June 30th, 2024. I am recommending, along with Mr. Watson, recommends approval of the budget that will be next week. The summary of the WIU board meeting minutes and executive director's report for the meeting of April 2023 is also attached. And the next WIU committee meeting will be held on Tuesday, April 25th at 7 p.m. in the Craig Rogers Room at the WIU building.
Thank you, Mrs. Mays. Transportation, Mr. Music.
No report this evening.
Thank you, Mr. Music. EWCTC, Dr. Luck, you want to take that? Please.
The budgets, the attachment for the budget to approve is
Senior recognition is Tuesday, May 23rd, here in our auditorium at 7 p.m. And the board operating committee meetings are the next meeting is Wednesday, April 26th at 7 p.m. at the
Thank you, Dr. Luck. On board policy, we have no report this evening. Technology, we have no report.
Next week on the agenda, I will ask for permission to realign staff. We do this every year. It's a ceremony. I don't want to say it's ceremonial, but it just allows us to make the moves that we need to make going in the next school year. We'll approve resignations. Joanne Oshnock, elementary teacher at LES for purposes of retirement. Diana Lambert, she's the librarian at LES for purposes of retirement. John Peslovich, boys junior high soccer coach, and Dan Kraft, our dramatics director. If you remember, he took the position to help us out this year. I'll talk more about the retirements next year, but that does bring us to 17 total on the year. Also, we'll approve professional personnel. We have one substitute teacher listed. As we had mentioned before, I think as Mrs. Maines had mentioned, the CCDC High School Aviation Academy informational sessions are listed. Our next day off for students will be the Act 80 day for prom. That's Friday, May 12th. The Senior High School Awards Assembly is scheduled for the 25th at 8:20 in the high school auditorium. The Class of 23 school walk, how many years now for the class walk, Mr. Maines? 6 years. That's where our senior students go back to their elementary schools and walk through in their caps and gowns. That will be on May 26th. Baccalaureate is scheduled for Wednesday, May 31st. No school on Memorial Day. Graduation is Thursday, June the 1st at Memorial Stadium. And believe it or not, our last day of instruction is Thursday, June the 1st. We are in the home stretch. I can't believe it. And to think that we got through this school year, you know, today was a snow makeup day, but to think that we got through this school year with 1 2-hour delay. And I've got to be honest with you, I didn't even want to do it that day. Mr. Main's talking about it. Board meeting next Tuesday, the 18th at 7 p.m. here in the CSC. And then in May, just a note, our committee meeting is May the 9th, followed by the regular board meeting, which is Wednesday, May the 17th. All meetings at 7 p.m. here in the CSC. That concludes my report, Mr. President.
That somebody likes to own the big school. They do it all the time.
It was the right call. It was the right call.
If there's nothing else for the meeting, I would like to adjourn the meeting. I would like to thank everyone for coming this evening, and we will see you